Considering I've been under a lot of stress here of late, I decided to go for a walk. I needed to clear my head. I needed time to really think. I began to think about adversity. People will tell you that life is what you make of it. I tend to disagree. I think life is measured in how you handle it and how you overcome adversity. Challenges are constantly being thrown at you. It's up to all of us how we handle them. I like to think so far, over the past few months, I've done very well with what life has dealt me. I've tried to do so with my honor and principle. There for a while, however, I didn't think I was doing well at all. I was barely scraping by in my own opinion. And then I realized that I was actually doing okay. I was okay. And the reason why was because I was actually doing something. Because I was starting to actually gain momentum. People who tend to do well in life are actually doing things. They are acting on what they think is right. And they're not standing still. They're not waiting for the other shoe to drop. They're preparing for when it does. They aren't worrying about what may come. They're getting ready for when it actually does. I used to be so concerned about doing everything perfectly that I was actually terrified of doing anything. I was terrified of making a mistake, terrified of the consequences that would happen if I did make that mistake. And in trying to avoid it, I usually ensured that it would happen. So instead of trying to figure out every possible solution to the problem, I started to simply shoot what was best for me and everyone else involved. And then I realized that if that was my goal, if that's what I was trying to accomplish, that I'd be okay with facing the consequences. I could do so without regret. Because if I did what was right by everyone, including myself for a change, there's no better possible outcome that could have happened. Not everyone's going to be happy at the end. Not everyone can be. Not everyone is up for the challenge of actually doing. A little green man in a movie once said, "Do or do not, that there is no try." And when you think about it, it kind of makes me giggle, considering that it was Yoda who said it in Star Wars. But the wisdom of that saying is very, very real. It carries forward further than what most people really realized. Do or do not. I want to be a doer. I want to walk forward. I don't want to stand still anymore. I don't want to sit back on the sidelines worried about what the next play is going to bring. I want to be out there to ensure that it brings what I want. That it happens the way I want it to happen. Instead of trying to plan and make it perfect, I'm going to go out and actually do. To be the aggressor in life. To stop being bullied by life. And I feel that is what happens to most of us. We end up getting knocked down by what life throws at us, and we never get back up. Every time we start, life beats us down again. And I don't know about you, but I've had my belly full of life. I've had my belly full of what is thrown at me. I've had my belly full of lying on the ground and taking it. And this walk was a very, very peaceful walk. It made me very happy to go out and do this. And I'll face the consequences without regret. Because, honestly, things couldn't have turned out any better than what I wanted them to. Thanks for watching.